So you're producing a pop country track and you want to add some steel guitar. I think I found the best MIDI steel guitar plugin on the market. What we're going to be checking out today is the Impact Soundworks Pedal Steel. Now you can purchase this for $179. I'm sure if you wait for a sale, you can catch it a little cheaper, but this thing is totally worth it if you're producing pop country and you just want something quick and easy to add this pedal steel layer to your productions. Let's check it out. So what's cool about this plugin is you have different plucks and different slides based on when you play the note. So if you want more of just a pluck, we can do that. And if I just raise this bar here, we kind of get that vibrato. But whenever I connect the notes, so on some of the notes you hear a slide, on some of the notes you hear a pluck. And this is what gives it that realistic feel. Usually whenever I'm producing a steel part, I only want like some melodic licks. Something as simple as that. But to really show you guys how this fits in a production, I have a couple examples that we're going to dive into. But let me go ahead and pull up this first track and show you how I applied this to the pre. When that steel comes in, like, it just sounds realistic. It brings something to it that I feel like you can't get out of other guitar plugins, and it has just that familiar pedal steel twang that is just so pleasing in a pop country production. Here it is again. And the way I like to work with this plugin, like most of my MIDI instruments, so once I work out the part, I would go ahead and commit that MIDI to a waveform. I found that it's much more versatile to work with audio than leaving it as MIDI. So just for example, let me just kind of play a simple part and show you how I use the Steel plugin. All right, so this is the part that I just played in. All right, make a couple adjustments here. Take that velocity down just a bit. And you know, this plugin is so much more in depth on how you can make this thing sound really realistic. I found out about this plugin by one of my production students, and they were like, man, have you checked out the Pedal Steel yet? From the time that I downloaded this thing, I find myself pulling up and using it on every session. And I know I don't use the controls near in as depth as I probably could, but I'll usually do a simple kind of melodic line like you just heard, and once I have it the way that I want it, I'll go ahead and bounce that section. And the reason I want to go ahead and bounce this is because that commits it to audio. And now I can kind of fly this around my session, or if I want to reverse the audio, kind of chop it up, I can do a lot more with it in an audio format. So no matter what MIDI you're working with, but especially something like the Steel plugin, I'm always going to commit it to audio. Let me go ahead and show you a different example of kind of it taking over in the mix. Now, whenever it comes to this turn, you're going to hear the Steel lick come in, and it really separates the sections of my production. So again, there's nothing about that steel that feels like a MIDI part to me, especially in the context of a mix. The way that the slides and the transitions are happening between the notes just feels really convincing that that's just a good sounding steel part. Check it out again. So once I kind of find a steel part that I'm happy with, I'll usually fly to my last chorus and add something a little extra on the higher end of things. So listen to where the steel guitar kind of goes higher than what we just heard. Goes higher. Now, a completely different lick. If I left this as a MIDI track, it's more tempting just to leave it quantized, but whenever you commit it to audio, you can kind of push it around and nudge it on the grid to where not everything hits on the downbeat. But I love the way that this steel plugin sounds in the mix. I've got one more example. I actually produced using this steel on a live stream not that long ago, so I want to show you guys a clip of what it's like to use this steel, and I kind of stumbled around trying to figure out this plugin, but I finally stumbled on a part that I thought really worked out for this next track. So let's check this out, and if you're interested in downloading the session stems for what you're about to hear in this live stream clip, go ahead and click that link in the description and I'll send some stems your way. That's a good idea. Let me jump in here. There is actually this steel plugin that may be cool to kind of hop in here. I don't know if it'll fit for this song, but let's give it a try. Oh, there it is. Come on. And you just need like a couple of licks. Oh yeah, we got to do that little harm there. You know, it's the great value still part, but we're gonna get it there. When we sync it in the mix, we're gonna get it there. A little bit of verb maybe. All right, all right. Oh man, I want to like, that's tight, but I want to like, I want like another note in here. Let's see if this will work. Like, no, no, da, na, 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 na. Maybe? Oh, that's tight. Just leave it on the same note. Oh, that's tight. There is no plugin on the market that does it as well as this Impact Soundworks Pedal Steel. Now, I have no affiliation by promoting this plugin. Like I said, one of my production students turned me on to this plugin and I was like, this thing sounds awesome. I gotta tell everybody about it. So if you enjoyed this video, consider giving me a thumbs up, maybe a comment below. And if you wanna learn more about how to produce pop country music, make sure to check out musiccityplaybook.com. We'll see you guys in the next video.